Hello guys, welcome to another video of Kubernetes. In this video, we are going to discuss about two key commands which generally we use in Kubernetes to deploy our Kubernetes manifest file or create any of the Kubernetes resources. Those are nothing but Kubernetes apply and Kubernetes create. We will also discuss where we can use Kubernetes create and where we can use Kubernetes apply, and finally, we will discuss what are the differences between kubectl apply and kubectl create. Okay, let's begin. Basically, we can do the same thing. We can create the resources with both the commands kubectl create and kubectl command. So, what's the difference between them? Let's find out. What is kubectl create? This command we can use to create resources like pods, services, deployments, replica sets from a file or command line. Okay. So if you are creating a new set of resources for the first time from scratch, you can use this command kubectl create command to create the resource. So if you are creating a resource from YAML file, you can run this command kubectl create -f and the name of your YAML file. Okay, so this will create that resource which you might have defined in your YAML file, and you can also run this command as command line tool, or from this command you can just run the command kubectl create pods and you can provide the pod name and this will create one pod for you. Okay, you will have to provide all the names like container names as container images and all, and it will create one pod for you. Like that you get multiple commands to create the deployment services replica sets, etc. Simply you can run kubectl create and the command to create the particular resource, then it will create the resource for you inside the Kubernetes. Now let's discuss what is kubectl apply. Okay, this command you can use to either create or update resource whatever you have applied or mentioned in your configuration file. Okay, so if you run kubectl apply -f and your YAML file, if the resources does not exist, it will create the resources, and if resources already exist, it will basically update the resources, and if there is no change, it won't change anything inside your Kubernetes cluster. Okay, this is ideal for managing existing resources and applying changes. So you have already set up one Kubernetes cluster and you have so many things created like pods, replica sets, services, etc. Now you can use kubectl apply command to manage those resources, to update the replica set. So slowly you might be getting the difference between kubectl apply and kubectl create. So in basic terms, you can use kubectl create if you are creating the resources for the first time, and you can use kubectl apply either you are creating the resources from for the first time or even multiple times, or if you want to even update the existing resources, you can use this kubectl apply command. Okay, if you ask can we use kubectl create command to update the existing resources, no, you can't. You cannot use kubectl create command to update the existing resources if the resources are already exist in the Kubernetes, and you are running the kubectl create command and the YAML file or simply the command, it will fail that resource already exists. But in case of kubectl apply, that command will not fail. It will either update it or it will make no change. If I give you an example, suppose you already have created one replica set and five, that is of 5 pods, and you change the YAML configuration file to have the 6 pods inside your replica set. Okay, if you run kubectl create command on that, it will not update the replica set and it will fail that replica set already exists. But if you run the kubectl apply command on that YAML file, this will basically update your replica set to 6. Okay, let's move ahead. You can see the key differences between kubectl apply and kubectl create. This basically all we already discussed. Kubectl create command we can use to create the new resources, whereas kubectl apply command you can use to create or update the resources. Okay, fails if the resource already exists. This is the kubectl create and updates existing resources if they exist. Okay, so this is the case with kubectl apply. Okay, generally we use kubectl create for one time task, and generally we use kubectl apply for continuous updates either in our QA development environments or even in production environments. Okay, so if you are using CI/CD pipelines, or you are using multiple deployments, or you are doing multiple deployments upgrades in your Kubernetes cluster, this is kubectl apply is the command which you should be using to deploy your manifest file or any file which you want to deploy in the Kubernetes. For the first time, if you are doing it, you can use this command kubectl create command to to deploy your resources in Kubernetes. Okay. When should you use kubectl create? When setting up new resources for the first time, then you can use kubectl create because it will create the resources for you and it will not fail the pipeline, or it will not fail your command. Okay, for one of the tasks where no future updates are required, so if you don't need the future updates, you can of course use the kubectl command, create command, to create the resources. Okay. For an example, creating a new pod or service that won't require further changes. So if you don't require any changes inside your resources in the future, you can use kubectl create command to create them. Okay. Now let's see, when should you use kubectl apply. When you are managing and updating existing resources, then you can use kubectl apply, because kubectl create command is going to fail when you update the existing resources. If you are using Kubernetes in CI/CD pipelines, you can use this kubectl apply command so that you can run your pipeline multiple times and you can configure your resources inside the cluster. Okay, so generally for CI/CD pipelines or automation, you should be using kubectl apply command to deploy your resources. Okay. For example, updating deployment configuration or scaling pods. If you are updating deployment configuration, or if you are scaling the pods, or you are scaling the replica sets, or in these type of cases, you can always use kubectl apply command, because this will upgrade the resources or basically update the resources. Okay, and this will not fail the command as well, but in case of kubectl create, this will fail the command. Okay, So in this video we have seen how we can use the kubectl create to create the new resources, how we can use kubectl apply to create as well as update the existing resources. Okay, if you are knowing this, like differences of the kubectl create and kubectl command, and when to use all these commands, then you will be able to manage your Kubernetes cluster or resources effectively. Okay, so that's it from this video. We have seen what are the differences, where to use and when to use these commands. If you have any doubts or suggestions, please let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.